Hey folks, welcome to another military fitness prep video, and in this video I'm going to show you the 3 worst push-up mistakes you're doing right now and how you can easily fix them. So again, enjoy the video. Okay guys, mistake number 1, the saggy back syndrome. Now this is one of the most common mistakes we see when we're coaching people on this particular exercise. And as you can see from this still here, the little arrow is pointing in that region, lower back. What happens here is we find people are relaxed on their abdominal region. The lower back just caves in. Over time, we find that that region on the lower back gets pain, gets overuse injuries, it goes into spasm, so their muscles become very, very tight, and it starts to affect your posture, the way you walk, and also how well you can do other exercises, for instance, the squat. So what we're looking for to improve this exercise is for you to lose that lower back curve and to have what we call a neutral spine position. Now when we say neutral spine, what we're trying to look for is a slight curve in the lower back. As you can see from this line here, a slight curve in the lower back, but your head, your shoulders and your tailbone should pretty much be in line. Okay, so it's an easy fix, and don't worry, at the end of this video I'm going to put in the perfect push-up so you can actually fix these 3 mistakes that we're going through right now. But that's it for mistake number 1. Let's go on to number 2. And here we are on mistake number 2, the Walrus. Now in this video, what we have going on is on the way up, what we find is people leave their hips behind. So they initiate the movement by putting their chest away from the floor first. And then at the end of the movement, they bring their hips up to meet that high position. Now problem here again is you're putting a lot of pressure on that lower back region, and as you're pushing, you're only actually lifting half of the weight you could be doing this correctly. Okay, so easily fixed. As you're pushing up on this movement, you need to make sure that your hips and your shoulders lift at the same rate. Okay, so in the video you can see shoulders first, hips come up after. To do this correctly, to fix it, all you need to do, guys, is lift your hips up at the same rate as your chest and your shoulders. So here we are at number 3. We're looking at the dislocate position. So you should be able to see from this video that the elbows are driven forward towards the fingers, the shoulders around the ears, which creates a dislocate position for that shoulder. Now the problems we're going to get from this are injuries more than anything else. Okay, so what we find is people often get grinding injuries within the shoulder. We get easily pulled muscles, and what we also find is we can't get the frequency or the numbers to be able to complete 100+ push-ups. So easy fix, folks. Pull those shoulders down towards your hips, make sure your elbows are directly over your wrists through the whole exercise, and you will be able to get the numbers you need and be able to perform these push-ups properly without injuries to either the shoulder region or anywhere else. Okay, so here's the perfect push-up. So we're going to fix all those issues. I'm going to highlight them for you. So first one, tight core. Second, flat back. Okay, so that creates that neutral spine position we spoke about, and we're going to try and hold that throughout. We're also going to pin those shoulders back, folks. Okay, so we don't want that dislocate position. We want to pull the shoulders down and back so we can work the lats under the armpits. Also, keep those elbows over the wrists. Okay, so remember, we're not driving the elbows forward over the hands. Making sure that the hips lift at the same rate as the shoulders as well. So remember that Walrus technique where the shoulders lifted first and the hips followed. We're going to try and get them lifting at the same rate. The core remains tight, the shoulders are pinned back, elbows above the wrists, and there is your perfect push-up.